RTM Diaries presented to you by the one and only AJ RTM. We right here DMX settings. We are here Alicia Keys settings. And like what Hawkins said, RIP. I won't be satisfied unless you like and subscribe. So before we get into this one, make sure you go do that. In this episode of Travel Diaries is a special one as I embark on a very long drive. The longest drive I've ever done. I've driven all over the UK, Northern Ireland, Scotland, England, Wales, in various places. But this drive is going to push me and it's going to test me as well, because I would have travelled so far. Word to Phantom Moja. I'm driving from Birmingham to near Inverness and it's going to take a wee bit long, trust me. I don't really know how to feel about this. I was looking here and boy 425 miles. This is serious. 7 hours and 15 minutes. Now obviously I'm leaving out a wee bit early because I want to be like a trucker tonight. I'm going to nap on my way up. And I ain't just driving any old vehicle either. I'm driving a flipping big minibus, blood. I'll just show you. Big minibus, fam. 25 plate and all, fam. Look at it, bro. 17 seats, fam. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm driving this. And in turn, it is literally the biggest vehicle that I've ever driven in my life. Just look at it, bruv. 17 seats. Crazy, isn't it? I think I'll keep on the back of this one. I'll stop off still. It fundamentally makes sense. I'm gonna be a wee bit tired and I ain't having a generic sleep tonight. But yeah, 7 hours and 15 minutes, and that's just driving. Obviously a wee bit will get knocked off because it's a wee bit late and we're travelling after hours, so to speak, and it's Sunday. Wee bit of roadworks to face. Generic route, M6, M74, A74, whatever you want to call it, M73 I think it is, M80, A9 and A9 all the way. What I got to remember is I'm driving a larger vehicle, and A9 has one of the longest average speed check sections in the world. One of the longest. And I got to remember, I'm driving a minibus. It's 50 for single carriageways and 60 for dual carriageways. I got to draw that in my head, otherwise I'm going to be getting a ticket. And we don't want that, blood. You know, like that. So I just thought it'd be very interesting to show me my experience doing a long drive like this, what I encounter, how I feel, and I'm gonna show y'all. It's not that easy in the words of Lamar, but you get me. I'm about to head off now. I ideally want to pace it to Carlisle because when I get to Carlisle I'm roughly halfway there, you get me. So I ideally want to get to there before, you know, I think about having a wee break / nap / bedding down. And yeah, about to get into it, so let's go. You know what I found mad about this vehicle? It's a 25 plate van, yeah. Where's the aircon, please? You ever seen a 25 plate vehicle with no aircon? Look at that. There's usually an AC button to indicate aircon, bro. There's no aircon on this, bro. Ford Transit 2025 and no aircon. You must be mad. You must be mad. You must be mad. That's crazy. I can't lie to you, bro. I feel peak for whoever's gonna be in this. If they're gonna be doing long journeys, bro, they're gonna bake, boil. Plus it's summertime. These will get peak, fam. No aircon, bruv. Whose idea was this, bruv? This is some shorthand foolishness, bruv. Oh my days. So on the M6, it's generally me, myself and I Beyonce settings. And before any of y'all try to say, oh, he's using his phone, no, I'm not. I'm using my GoPro. Let's get that right. Word to Whitney Houston. Like she said on the Oprah show, RIP to Whitney. You get me? Just look at this, man. It's just me, myself and I Beyonce settings, man. Not like that. We're near Preston, making significant progress. I ain't stopped yet. I don't plan to stop until we get to Gretna Green, about 100 miles or so from there. Man, been stuck at 63 miles an hour, blood. Been stuck at 63 miles an hour. It's killing me softly. Word to Lauren Hill, fam. I can't set pace. I can't pace it. The time on Google Maps ain't even going down. It's peak, fam. Like literally, this is just, it's a ball ache, bruv. Like I'm just sitting consistently at the same speed. We can't do nothing. You understand? Just consistently in the first lane. Can't blaze it, can't do anything, man. I'm doing what I call trucker and coach speeds, blood. Trucker and coach speeds, fam, but we're making significant progress. We're now 20 miles from the next services. We're now at junction 29 for the M65. Long may it continue. Long may it continue. But it's intense, man. 328 miles to go, 5 hours and 40 minutes. We've still got to get a wee bit of sleep, so let's see how we get on. Now, in the words of Alicia Keys and Anne-Marie, there's just one thing I gotta say about the M6. It's usually chocker, but look at this. Look at this, blood. No one word to Alicia Keys. Me, myself, and my word to Beyonce. Illusion of bliss. Word to Alicia Keys, bruv. I'm telling you, you see the M6, yeah? It's calm between junctions 1 and 4 if there's no incidents. And then when you see between like junctions 4 and junctions 4 and I think 32 where the M55 is, it can be just abysmal chaos. But you see when you pass junction 32, the views is wicked, man. I'm telling you. And there's not a lot of incidents, little or no traffic. Pitch perfect, word to Rebel Wilson. And I love it, man. Just a shame it's pitch black now and I can't see no views, but yeah. Yeah, it's wicked still, I can't lie. Cruise control, non-stop Liam Neeson settings. So perks of a minibus. This service station to Bay, northbound. Actually humongous. There's bare parking and there's bare people that have parked up to, you know, camp, sleep, whatever. Obviously I'm in a big 17-seater and obviously, you know, back's always got bare seats, so rather than taking all year to twist the knob on my chair to recline it back, just gonna have my power nap here, mate. How about we go for 15 minutes or 20 minutes? I'll say 20 minutes, yeah. We'll do 20 minutes and we'll see how we do with that, so let's get down to sleep. So it's 3:16 and we've just touched into Gretna Green. And yeah, tiredness is starting to kick in, I can't lie. I think I need a longer nap this time around, word to MJRIP. So that's what we are going to do, because after this we still got 4 hours and 4 minutes to go, 227 miles, so we're just over halfway. We're not doing too bad. We're not doing too bad. I just wish I had a car. I could have knocked more time off, innit? When you're doing 63 miles an hour, you ain't gonna knock nothing off, you get me? So I've just shown you here. We've got 4 hours and 4 minutes to go. And yeah, man, it's gonna be a slog. It is going to be a slog. I need to get a wee bit of rest in, so just pulled over in Gretna Green by one of the car parks. There's a lot of bunny rabbits running around here. I've seen loads, man. The car park by the shopping outlet, yeah, I was pulled in there. It's a wee bit quiet, so I could just bake off here for a bit, turn off the engine, you know. And then we'll get back to it, but rest is imperative and important. Don't drive tired. Tiredness kills. You ever need to rest, no shame in taking a rest. Better you take a rest and you make it alive in one piece than you don't take a rest and you don't make it alive in one piece, if that makes sense. So time to head back to the back chairs and kip for a wee bit. Ooh! So I am literally shattered. Obviously that power nap I had turned into something a wee bit longer, and as a result I'm an hour and a half behind schedule. I mean, I won't lie to you, this wouldn't be so bad if I didn't have time constraints, but I do. But obviously it's my first time doing this, and there's gonna be a wee bit of errors. I've never done nothing like this before, so it is what it is. Got about 3 hours to go. Just gonna, you know, use the toilet, wash my face and wake me up a wee bit. There's the usual traffic on the M80, but apart from that, it is what it is, isn't it? Just at Hamilton Services, small little service station, and we're gonna just, you know, go use the toilet, freshen up, and then we're gonna go again. So all in all, since I left my house, I've been traveling for 8 hours and 18 minutes, which is absolutely insane. But hopefully this M80 traffic ain't too bad. But when I was here the other day, it was quite bad. So we'll have to see how bad it is and how much it sets us back by. But hey ho, let's get back to it. You see now, I've approached the main belt of Scotland. It's 7:30 and traffic's picked up a wee bit. Mad. And I gotta deal with the bloody M80. The bloody M80, bro. And there's always traffic there every time I come up here, bro. At rush hour. It's peak. The M80 traffic I was talking about, this happens here on a frequent basis. Obviously Google Maps has shown me a way to cut it out. Word to Peggy Mitchell, RIP, in EastEnders. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I can't fathom or understand why every time I come here there's just acres of traffic like this and it's only 7:36. It don't fundamentally make any sense to me. Just on the A9 by Perth, and man, this is killing me softly in the words of Lauren Hill. It really is, man. It's been what? How has it been now? 9 hours and 36 minutes and I'm just by Perth. I really did get thrown in deep end with this one, and I don't get why they just didn't, why they make the drop so early. Because, oh my days, man. Spoke to other people, they've done this. They've said, right, I've left at 10 PM at night. Don't know if they slept or not. I slept. I did oversleep, but at the end of the day, these things are gonna happen when you have no sleep. Get what I mean? And you gotta look at stuff like this. The wee bit of traffic by the A9. It is peak, man. So hopefully this is the last of the traffic, but man, this is just, oh my days, bruv. It's one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, bro. I literally had no say, bruv, so only no complaints. Some slack better be caught, bruv, because this is solid, bro. And I got another one, I think hour and a half, 2 hours. I say that lightly, but who knows, bro? I'm saying about 2 hours. Who knows, bro? But what's really grinding my gears, yeah, is I can't set pace in this vehicle. I'm just stuck at 63, bro. So like if you're driving a car, you do like 70, 75. I don't know, and it's like the roads are clear. Your ETA will get knocked down, but with this vehicle, because of how slow I've been going and the restrictions, it hasn't been knocked down. In fact, if anything, it's gone up. It's tragic, bro. It's tragic. Word to Mr. Omar and everybody hates Chris. You see people just, pacing around you. You just gotta sit there, bro. In the first and second lane, bro. I barely even touched the fast lane. I don't think I have, to be fair. But the peak thing is, bro, I gotta do this drive back. Don't know where exactly from. Somewhere up in the region in Venice. And I'm saying it's gonna take about 10 hours. I'm being realistic. I ain't had a proper sleep, innit? So I'm gonna want to sleep. I'm gonna navigate more traffic like this. It's inevitable. M6, definitely. I'm saying 10 hours. The drive's 7. I need to eat, sleep. Yeah, I'm saying 10 hours still. So if a fella does it right, went to Doug Hudson and Pixar cars, could be on for 6, 7 o'clock. But we'll have to see, innit? We'll have to see. So we've got an hour and a half left to go. Make significant progress. We're a wee bit late, but it is what it is. I mean, like, nothing was ever gonna be pitch perfect. Word to Webber Wilson. I've had to deal with this speed limit restriction. I've had to deal with a wee bit of traffic. I've had to deal with, doing this big drive which I've never done before. I've had to deal with fighting the clock. I've had to deal with the mental part of doing this drive, not just the physical part. I've had to deal with my alarm not going off. It's a whole combination of factors, really. I just think to myself, you know what? I can get this delivered with no damages and be alive. That's a positive in itself. There's always positives in everything in life, So if I can do that, that's a positive. Cause look how big this vehicle is, bro. This is humongous, biggest vehicle I've ever driven. You know them ones? So I've got an hour and 21 minutes to go, 61 miles. Average speed check galore, A9, Scotland, and yeah, apparently round here it's It's a hot spot for deer running out, so I gotta look out for that as well, because you do not want to hit a deer, bruv. I'm telling you, it will be a case of oh dear. One thing, word to Anne-Marie and Alicia Keys, that I always said to myself, I would dread like a rasta, is being on the A9 and stuck behind a truck like this. A lot of the A9 is single track, and when you get stuck behind a truck and you get double white lines, lots of bends and all that, it's peak, you're not overtaking him. Like, because I'm doing trucker speeds, I wasn't able to overtake him anyway, so only God knows how long I'm gonna be stuck behind this truck. You get me? Because he's probably doing the same speed as me, so it's gonna be a long slog still. I'm telling you, man, it's not one. What you gotta be super careful of on the A9 is, you see how there's long open straights like this? It's very easy to forget the average speed check is here. So what it is, yeah, it will be in certain sections and it won't be there for miles, and then when it is there, it will literally be miles apart. So if you're driving on the A9 in Scotland after Perth, particularly, because when it's before Perth there's cameras in abundance, but after Perth, be careful, word to Cardi B, because the cameras are about, and they are literally located miles apart, so you will forget that they're there and they will catch you out. And oh yeah, in Scotland there is no speed awareness course, so if you're coming from England, Wales or Scotland and you want to mess about, you're gonna find out. Just be careful, man. Drive steady, drive safe. So still on the A9, 43 minutes to go. But do you remember when I told you the slog of being stuck behind lorries in particular? This is a result of it. Big pack building, and obviously I can only do 50-55 anyway, so I'm seeing lorries and coaches in front of me, and at least 3 or 4 of them, and that's making the pack build up like this. It all just makes the journey so much longer. Like, apparently they're planning to dual the whole of the A9 from Inverness to Perth. In my opinion, they should have done that a long time ago. It's well overdue, because obviously if it was all dual, then traffic would flow better. It wouldn't be stuck in packs like this. And 11 hours and 46 minutes later, I made it to drop off this beastly vehicle. How was it? Well, it was very abysmal. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know how people do it, you know. People go on these big journeys, yeah, thousands of miles in their camper van, and they're sitting there at 56 miles an hour, bro. I don't know how people do it. It was abysmal, it was barbaric, it was torturous, bro. Literally, I struggled to get past trucks, couldn't set pace, couldn't make up time, couldn't do anything. When I was driving up, yeah, and the road was clear, and I saw the time wasn't going down, I said, yeah, it's going to be a very long day, bro. And obviously right now, I'm in the middle of the Cairngorms. There's actually a school over there. I'm waiting for a bus. Here's so I say, there's not even a proper bus stop. I gotta hail the bus is a wee bit late. I gotta get to Inverness. I'm driving another car back. This is a plot twist. I've driven up here today, and I'm keeping this timer going. I want to see how long it takes me to get home. And I'm driving one back, so when I add up the mileage, I think I would have driven equivalent, if not more, of the distance of Great Britain in one day. And the distance of Great Britain is usually done from Land's End in Cornwall, England, to John O'Groats in Scotland. And that's 800 and odd miles. And I've already done 400 and odd. So by the time I get back home and I tally it up, I could have driven the equivalent, the distance of Great Britain, if not more, by the time I've finished. But yeah, we're just waiting for this bus. What we're driving back is so much better, in the words of Eminem. And like I keep saying, these are big boy drives. If you ain't doing the drives that I've been doing or the drives that I've done, You're not a big boy driver, I'm telling you. People be like, oh, I drive from Manny to Brum, I drive from Nottingham to London. Nah, mate. Nah, mate. This is it. Word to MJ, RIP. I've driven 400 and odd miles. 400 and odd one way, and I'm going right back. Danny Alves settings. Until you're doing stuff like this. 200 plus, like your Brum to Newcastle, your Brum to Cornwall, your Londons to Newcastle. Until you're doing stuff like that, you cannot proclaim yourself to be a big boy driver. You're small time. You drive locally. You get me? Just an odd long trip here, whatever. This is big boy stuff, bro. I'm telling you, what I've done and what I do will break some people. People conk at the wheel. Oh, there's one of the buses, nice and fancy. It's going in the other direction. Didn't even think I'd be able to get a bus from here. But yeah, as I was saying, bro, these are big boy stuff. These are big boy drives, man. Like, I didn't used to be able to think that I'd be able to do stuff like this, but there's a mental side to it. I'm telling you, there's a mental side. You have to take rest. If you're doing stuff like this, you're not taking rest, you're not human. I don't care, bro. You are not human, bro. You are robotic, bro. You're programmed to do a mad thing. But yeah, bro, I got a 2-hour journey. Gotta get a bus, a coach, and a bus before I get in this car. So yeah, got this Skoda to take back. It ain't too bad. It's a diesel. Finally got a diesel vehicle. It's got a full tank of fuel. Happy days. And I can, I can set pace. I can, let loose a wee bit, if you get what I mean. It's nice. Got the roof, sport button, CarPlay on there. Just cooking my food, my electric cooker now. As you can see, we're hungry. Time goes so quick. You'll never believe I left my house at 10 p.m. yesterday, and it is now 3 p.m. the next day. You would never believe it. But all I want to do is have some fun, work to Cheryl Crow, and I'm going to enjoy this journey. This journey is 441 miles, 7 hours 36 minutes. It will be longer. I'll probably get home for about 12. And there it is. Hopefully we knock it down a wee bit. Hopefully we avoid rush hour, because man, it's been a day, man. I lost 2 hours because obviously, no, I lost 4 hours. I lost 2 hours because I was 2 hours later than I should have been. Then lost the extra 2 and a bit public transport in it. So you really got to be on the ball when doing this, man, because everything will have a knock-on effect. Now I'm going to get home a wee bit late, so sticky. How many people could say they've driven to Scotland and back in a day? Not many. I'm one of few, but 7 hours 36 minutes, 10:34. By the time I get home, we'll be lights out, like Ludacris said in Move. You understand? So let's enjoy this and take it. And yeah, let's go. Driving on the A9 on the northern bits of it, and obviously, as I mentioned before, they plan to dual the whole route from Perth to Inverness, which makes sense and which they should have done a long time ago. However, this does mean I'm stuck with one truck behind me and two in front. Fun times, eh? Fun times. Doing 40 miles an hour, blood. You get me? You know what I've realised as well? When they built a lot of these main roads or trunk roads in this country, they didn't anticipate for the future. They built motorways with 2 lanes. They built roads single track that should have been dual carriageway. You got other countries, yeah, in Europe, their motorways are 3-4 lanes mostly. They were built for the future. Whereas in this country, it's bare motorways that are 2 lanes. You got people hogging a fast lane and cars back to back with each other for miles on end at rush hour. Just don't make sense. What they did was not fit for purpose. All this land here, yeah, look at it. They could have dualed this from the get-go. I don't know if it was funding or they didn't think, oh, people will have cars. Nah, you gotta always look to the future. Furthermore, one thing went to Amory. I ain't using my phone, I'm using my GoPro. Remember that. The legislation does not refer to GoPros. Over to took all them slow vehicles on the dual carriageway, because the A9 is confusing. Like, people forget in the UK 60 is a single carriageway, 70 is a dual carriageway, whereas a lot of people still doing 60. Why is there so much Holland plates in Scotland, man? There's a lot of people doing 60 on the dual carriageway, so I've been doing 70 on the dual carriageway, and I've just set pace on everybody. And now this is the first vehicle that I've encountered for a while now. I may overtake it if I can, but yeah, we're making headway, man. How long we got left on the A9? 55 miles. That's about an hour and a bit, and I got my food cooking up there. I'm hungry still. It's been a long day. I need to eat, so when I find a proper lay-by, I'm just gonna pull in and eat, car. I am very, very hungry. Power nap time. Power nap time. So obviously I've done 100 and odd miles. Still got a long way to go, bro. Still got a long way to go. So obviously, what's it called? I'm on the A9 between the M9 and Perth. So I'm making steady progress, but still gonna be getting back late, you get me? I think I'll beat most of the rush hour and the M6 malarkey, providing there's not an accident, because there always is one. But yeah, making steady progress. I've eaten, had a decent meal, you get me? But I always say going's easy, coming back is the tough bit, which is why I'm having a quick nap here, because it's essential. Otherwise you will black out the wheel. So I'm still making my way home. 186 miles to go, man. I'm telling you. Do you know how mad this is? It's actually 250 miles from Carlisle to Inverness. Do you know how crazy that is, bruv? That's some American mileage, bruv. I'm telling you, bro. That just goes to show how far and isolated Inverness is, bro. Even to get a coach up there, from Edinburgh's 4 hours, trains about 2.5, 3. It's way out, bro. Oh my days. And I got what? 3 hours and 12 minutes to go. It's a slog, man. Nah, bro, this is actually solid. And to do it then back in the day, even more so. But man, I'm gonna say it once again, this is killing me. Softly word to Lauren Hill, man. I feel like Whitney Houston, RIP. I have nothing, man. Like, I'm literally running on fumes now. Big man thing, bro. I'm running on fumes. Like, it's not even, you know, energy. All my energy's gone for the day, man. Literally, I just want to conk out and go bed. I mean, like, if it wasn't down to me, then I wouldn't be doing this. But I'm gonna reveal why in a different video in a few months' time. Why I did this, so to speak. But trust me, if it was down to me, there'd be no way in hell, no way on God's green earth would I be driving to Scotland and back in the day. It don't fundamentally make sense. But make of that what you will. But yeah, man, I'm currently on the M6 in Cumbria. It's empty. Happy days. It's 8:33. Don't feel like it. Cruise control the whole way. And that's just what we're dealing with right now. So just currently still on the M6. We had to do our usual deviations by junction 32 due to an accident. We now got 1 hour and 40 minutes to go. And I got a question, man. I always have to ask this. Can we ever go a day without something happening on the M6? Every day there's something to sort of crash or something. I don't know, man. There's always something, man. I can never have a free-flowing journey on the M6, bruv. Not like that. Other motorways I can have a clear, clean, free-flowing journey, but the M6, never, bro. I'm always having to divert and deviate, fam. Obviously it's a wee bit quieter now, but before it was much busier. I don't know why it's so quiet. I think they closed some lanes or something, but this is very extraordinary, man, to see now anyway, because when I was on it earlier, there's a lot more cars than this. Look at it. Look at my side. There's no one Alicia Keys settings. But yeah, 1 hour and 36 minutes to go. And yeah, man, I can't wait to get home and get in my bed, because it's been a long ass day. I tell you, man, when you do these journeys, the last hours, always the hardest. I'm on my last hour now. Got 52 minutes left, and I'm struggling, man, I can't lie. Struggling to stay with it, so to speak, you know what I mean? Man, it's been a day, man. When I get in, I'm not even eating. Straight bed, bro. Big man thing. This day has knocked me downward to Kerry Hilson. You get me? Knocked me off my feet, man. Word to Denal Jones. Literally, man. Don't know how I'm still going, to be fair, but we're nearly there, man. Ain't got far to go. Word to Jess Glenn. So yeah, 404 miles done, 7 hours since we started driving from Inverness, and Jessica said I ain't got far to go, but I really haven't. I'm struggling. Half an hour to go, and I feel like I need a power nap. 35 minutes. The Almighty Lord, help me, help me. There we have it. 433 miles from Inverness, 7 hours 40 minutes. Done deal, done deal, done deal. And that's just driving time, that's not stopping time, because I stopped off quite a lot because I was shattered and a few other things happened. But you've seen how intense it is. It's not easy and it's not for the weak. 433 miles, and that's one way. I've basically driven the distance of Great Britain from tip to toe. What a day. It's basically been more than 24 hours. Look at my watch, like it's come round again. We're on 25 hours going to 26, and that's all in all. That's me leaving, driving there and back, sleeping, stopping off, everything. It's taken over 24 hours, and the driving alone would only have been 14 hours, but everything else, getting public transport, stopping off, it all makes it add up much more quickly. Will I do this again? It remains to be seen. I do want to do the NC 500 up there, but I think I'll just jump on the train and rent a car. It'd be much easier, because after you've done all that driving, do you really want to be driving back? I don't think so. You get what I mean? I don't think so, man. Solid stuff, and it ain't for the weak, bro. This is big boy driving, but as I keep saying, this is big boy driving. But I made it back safe and sound, and we thank the Lord for that. RTM Diaries presented to you by the one and only RTM. Be sure to smash a like, subscribe, leave your thoughts and feelings. Tell me if you ever done something like this, or will you ever do it? How did you do? Know what I mean? I want to hear y'all thoughts about it, man, because like, man, that was an eventful 24 hours, so to speak. The A9 average speed check. I hope I ain't got a speeding ticket, you know, because bro, like I said, you forget them cameras are there, bro. I'm telling ya. And yeah, bro, you sometimes forget your speed. You're like, raw, I'm speeding. Let me slow down a wee bit. You get me? But that's just it. I'm gonna go in, get a drink, go to bed. This is it. Word to MGRIP, and I'm out. Peace.